many English words, but when someone asks you a simple question like, "How was your day?" your mind suddenly goes blank?
That happens to many English learners. You study vocabulary, you understand videos, and you can read English, but when it's time to speak about your real life, the words don't come out easily.
Exactly. And one of the best ways to practice speaking English is describing your daily routine.
Your morning, your commute, your workday, and your evening are full of simple actions, and those actions become natural English sentences.
So today we're doing something a little different. I'm Anna.
And I'm Leo. Instead of explaining phrases step by step, we invited a guest.
His name is Mark.
And Mark is going to talk about his entire day in English,
From the moment he wakes up in the morning,
until the moment he goes to bed at night.
while you listen, try to imagine the scenes in your mind.
Picture the morning routine, the commute, the office, and the evening.
And if this type of lesson helps you practice English, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the English Talk channel.
We share conversations like this to help you speak more naturally.
All right, let's hear about Mark's day.
My day usually begins at 6:40 in the morning. My alarm goes off, and for a moment I just lie there under the blanket. The room is quiet, and my bed feels very comfortable. Sometimes I feel like staying in bed a little longer, but I try not to do that too often. After about a minute, I stretch my arms and legs and take a deep breath. Then I sit up and put my feet on the floor. That's when my day really starts. The first thing I do is make my bed. I pull the blanket up, fix the pillows, and smooth everything out. It only takes a minute or two, but it makes the room look neat. After that, I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and wash my face with cold water. The cold water helps me wake up quickly. Then I take a short shower. I prefer showering in the morning because it helps me feel fresh and ready for the day. By the time I finish, I feel much more awake. After the shower, I dry off and brush my hair. Then I get dressed for work. I work in an office, so my clothes are usually simple and comfortable. Most days I wear a shirt and pants that look professional but not too formal. Sometimes, if I know the morning will be busy, I prepare my clothes the night before. By the time I'm ready, it's usually around 7:10 a.m. Then I go to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. I don't like skipping breakfast because I need energy in the morning. Most days I make something simple. I toast 2 slices of bread and cook a couple of eggs. Sometimes I add fruit or avocado. And of course, I make coffee. I really enjoy the smell of coffee in the morning. It makes the kitchen feel warm and cozy. While I eat breakfast, I enjoy the quiet moment. I usually look out the window and watch the streets slowly wake up. People walk their dogs, cars begin moving, and the neighborhood starts its day. After breakfast, I clean up the kitchen. I wash my plate and cup and put everything away. Around 7:45 a.m., I get ready to leave my apartment. Before leaving, I take a quick moment to make sure everything I need is in my bag. One time I rushed out of the house and realized later that I forgot something important, so now I always take a second to check. I usually commute by train. First, I walk about 10 minutes to the station. The morning air feels fresh, especially when the weather is cool. During the walk, I sometimes listen to music or a podcast. When I arrive at the station, many people are already waiting. Some look sleepy, some are drinking coffee, and others are checking their phones. When the train arrives, everyone gets on quickly. If I'm lucky, I find a seat. If not, I stand and hold the rail. The train ride takes about 20 minutes. During the ride, I sometimes read a book or listen to music. Other times, I simply look out the window and watch the city wake up. Stores open, traffic increases, and people rush to work. I usually arrive at the office around 8:20 a.m., a little before my workday officially begins. I like arriving early because it gives me time to settle in. I turn on my computer, organize my desk, and review my schedule. At 8:30 a.m., I start working. The first thing I usually do is check my emails. Some emails are quick and easy to answer, while others need more attention. After that, I review my tasks for the day and create a small to-do list. Writing down my tasks helps me stay focused. Around 10:30 a.m., I take a short break. I stand up, stretch my back, and sometimes grab another cup of coffee. I might talk to my coworkers for a few minutes. We chat about work, but also about movies, restaurants, or weekend plans. Then I return to my desk and continue working. My job involves planning projects and communicating with different teams. Sometimes we have meetings in person, and sometimes we meet online. During meetings, I take notes so I don't forget important information. At around 12:30 p.m., I take my lunch break. Most days I bring lunch from home because it's healthier and cheaper. I often bring grilled chicken, rice, and vegetables, or sometimes a salad with nuts and fruit. I usually eat lunch in the office kitchen with a few coworkers. We sit together, talk, and relax for a little while. After lunch, I sometimes step outside for a short walk. Even 5 minutes of fresh air helps me feel more awake. Around 1:15 p.m., I return to my desk and continue working. The afternoon is usually busy. I focus on finishing important tasks and preparing for the next day. If I have deadlines, I try to avoid distractions and stay concentrated. Around 4:45 p.m., I begin finishing my work for the day. I review my to-do list and check what I completed. If something is not finished, I write it down for tomorrow. At 5:15 p.m., I shut down my computer, say goodbye to my coworkers, and leave the office. My commute home is similar to the morning. I walk back to the station, take the train, and relax during the ride. In the evening, I usually feel more tired, so I just listen to music and rest. I usually get home around 6 p.m. When I walk in, I put my bag down and take a moment to relax. After a busy work day, it feels good to be home. I change into my workout clothes and drink some water. Then I head to the gym. I don't go every single day, but I try to go at least 4 times a week. At the gym, I usually start with 10 minutes of light cardio, like walking quickly on the treadmill. After that, I do strength training. On some days, I focus on legs, and on other days, I work on my arms or back. Exercise helps me reduce stress from work and improves my mood. After about 45 minutes, I finish my workout. I return home around 7:15 p.m. If I'm sweaty, I take a quick shower before dinner. Dinner is usually simple because I'm already a little tired. Sometimes I cook pasta with vegetables. Other times I make an omelet or heat leftovers. While I eat dinner, I sometimes watch a short episode of a TV show. But I try not to watch too many episodes because I don't want to go to bed too late. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. I wash the dishes, wipe the table, and make sure everything is tidy. A clean kitchen at night makes the next morning easier. Around 8:30 p.m., I start my night routine. First, I prepare my clothes and bag for the next day. Then I spend some quiet time relaxing. Sometimes I read a book for 20 or 30 minutes. Other nights, I watch something light on TV. Around 9:45 p.m., I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I change into my pajamas. By 10:25 p.m., I'm usually in bed. I don't fall asleep immediately. Sometimes I think about my day, what went well, and what I want to improve tomorrow. Then I turn off the light, close my eyes, and relax. Most nights I fall asleep within 15 minutes, and that's my typical day.
That was great. It sounded very natural.
Yes, and that's exactly how daily English should sound. Simple, clear, and connected to real life.
Did you notice how Mark didn't use complicated words?
Right, he used very simple actions. Wake up, make breakfast, go to work, go to the gym, eat dinner.
And because the actions were simple, the story flowed easily.
Another thing that helped was the order. Mark told his story in time order.
Morning, commute, workday, evening, and night.
When you speak in this order, your brain doesn't get lost.
Many learners freeze because they jump around. They say something like, I wake up at 7, then I go to bed, and also I work, and yesterday.
Yes, that becomes confusing.
But when you follow the natural timeline of your day, speaking becomes much easier.
I noticed something else, too. Mark added small details.
Like the smell of coffee in the morning.
Or watching the city wake up from the train.
Those little details make your English sound more alive.
And you don't need difficult vocabulary to do that.
You can simply describe what you see, what you do, and how you feel.
For example, I feel relaxed. I feel tired. The morning is quiet.
Small sentences, but very powerful.
If this lesson is helping you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the English Talk channel.
Your support helps us create more lessons like this.
Now let's review some of the actions we heard today.
Mark wakes up at 6:40.
He makes his bed and takes a shower.
Then he prepares breakfast and drinks coffee.
After that, he walks to the station and takes the train.
He starts work at 8:30.
He checks emails, works on projects, and eats lunch with coworkers.
In the evening, he goes to the gym.
Then he comes home, eats dinner, relaxes, and prepares for the next day.
And finally, he goes to bed around 10:15.
That's a full day in simple English.
Now it's your turn.
Try describing your own day.
Start with the morning
Then talk about your work or school.
and finish with your evening routine.
Even 5 minutes of speaking practice can help a lot.
And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Your English can be simple.
The important thing is to keep speaking.
Before we finish, we want to ask you something. What is your favorite part of your daily routine? Is it your morning coffee?
Your lunch break?
Or maybe relaxing in the evening?
Tell us in the comments.
And if you want extra practice, try writing 3 or 4 sentences about your day in English.
We love reading your comments.
And it's great speaking practice for you.
Thanks for learning with us today.
Keep speaking.
Keep practicing.
And we'll see you next time on the English Talk channel.
Take care.